Club swept by Paul Wingnut Cunningham.
Bill Gola, second in the Australian Championships out of lane 3.
And in alley number 4 is Avalon Beach with the Walther brothers, second bow and stroke.
We are ready for a start.
And there we are, we're off now with semi-final number 1. Notice it is a Le Mans start. The rowers have to run down while the sweep. Great job them from Kevin Bluey Myers. He's actually pushed that boat out all on his own there, and he pushed it right across the sandbank. This guy is 60 years of age, the sweeper freshwater crew, and look at the lead they've been able to get from that great effort from Bluey Myers.
Bluey Myers, an OAM, Order of Australia for services to the surf. He is a legend, and that's why. He's already stolen a march in this race. He's a great sweep, one of the greatest Australia's ever produced, and today, only a small shore dump, but proving a bit of a problem there, Mick.
You can see just that's it certainly is. It's only a couple of feet, but it's coming down fairly hard. There's that freshwater crew right in the camera there, and it is the Maroubra crew. The white boat there of Maroubra went through that wave, took a bit of water, and they've dropped back into 4th position.
Around the buoys, Freshwater held a strong lead from the Avalon Beach crew, and as they hit the beach for the first time, Michael Burke kept them in a commanding position over the boys from Maroubra.
Great changeover at the other end of the beach. Avalon Beach right at the left of the screen, in fact, out of shot. Bill Gola having terrible problems getting into the boat. Taking forever, it seems, to get into that boat and get going. They're off and running now, but Avalon Beach have taken over the lead very slightly from Freshwater. Coming towards these turning boys for the last time. That's the Maroubra crew in the centre of the screen. They've moved from 4th position, and there they are in the centre, just about to hit those cans in 2nd position. Freshwater around in 1st place, bottom left of the screen. Maroubra around. And Avalon Beach in 3rd place. Bill Gola seem to be out of it at this stage, but it's going to be a great race for 1st and 2nd. Great waves coming through right in the middle of the screen. Maroubra pulled a beautiful wave. Notice the stroke of the freshwater crew look across. Maroubra have come from something like 5 boat lengths behind to pick up this wave, and that should see them through comfortably if they can just hold this straight. Bluey Meyer at the back of the boat. Oh, he's and he's fallen out. Bluey Meyer, let's hope that sweep board doesn't hit him. He's safe, I think. Shallow enough for them to get out, and they'll still qualify. So the freshwater crew will qualify for this final. That's Michael Burke has hit the beach, and he will run up. Maroubra have done a great job also, and they will get out of their boat, run up to the finish line, and that's Dean McConnell for them. There he is in screen right now, and he will cross in 2nd position.
So through to the final, Freshwater, despite Bluey Myers' bad luck, and Maroubra.
In alley number 2, we have the freshwater crew. There they are right there, swept by Kevin Myers, 60 years of age, and an OAM.
Alley 3, Maroochydore, Lofty Richardson, who actually builds boats. They are in lane 3.
And at the northern end of the beach is the Camden Haven crew. They're delighted to be in the final. Russell Eichmann in the bow, he'll do the running, and they're swept by Steve DeLawrence. So there is the gun for the final now of round 5 of the Uncle Toby's Surfboat Challenge. Big prize money on offer, and reasonably difficult conditions here. We have there the Maroubra crew who have the best alley, I think. They're at the southern end, and notice at the back of the boat we have our sweep who is wired for sound, and we'll be able to talk to him. That's Paul Wingnuts Cunningham. We'll talk to him during this race. They've had a bit of an ordinary start. They had a good start to begin with. Then they had trouble getting into the boat, and the others have come right back up to them. And the Maroochydore crew look like they might be edging in front, but there's nothing in it. It is dead level with all 4 crews.
A terrific start. We've got 4 boats, and we go left to right. The red boat, Camden Haven, Maroochydore, Freshwater, and Maroubra is on the left-hand side of your screen. We get into deep water now. All the crews on board there with Camden Haven, a little beachside place not far from Port Macquarie. They've made their first final. They're proud as punch, and they're rowing well.
They are. They've come through a bit of a sprint start. There's the Maroubra crew. They're noted marathon rowers, and they're going to have to use that expertise to come through with this one. Paul Wingnut Cunningham at the back of the boat there, sweeping. Paul, if you can hear me, a little bit of it. You can see the pictures now, Paul, from the camera on your boat. You got on into the boat fairly quickly, but then there seemed to be a problem. What happened?
Oh, he mucked the jump up. Just about to jump, one of the boys went in the hole.
Because you pulled about a length or 2, Paul, and then all of a sudden the others caught.
That's right. Now we got stuck in a hole.
So how are they feeling now? They've recovered from that?
They're all right. They're settling in.
Have a look to your left there, Wingnuts. You've got a race on your hand. It's pretty tight.
I'll have a look on the way back, mate.
The boat there, the nose of the boat from Freshwater just edging in. This will be all important.
We'll listen to him now.
All right, let's do away. Come on. All together. Come pick it up.
So Paul Cunningham calling them around, all four crews together. It was a reasonable turn, but a very good one from Freshwater right next to them. They've gone from maybe a third of a length behind to in front, and Camden Haven at the northern end of the beach did a terrific turn. This is a very close final. It's going to be a terrific race. They've got to go back to the beach, run around a flag, and then back out to sea again.
Remember, today's action worth $10,000. The winner of the Uncle Toby's challenge today at Manly Beach will take away $2,500, and it is very close. Look at the racing there.
Legs down.
Paul Cunningham trying to actually pull the crew onto a wave then. They just dropped off the back of it. And there's another one coming up underneath him as well now. He'll need to pull this one if they're going to get a break. There's a little wave under the boat. All four could well pull this next one.
Remember, there are 2 laps of this circuit. As we come to within 30 metres of completing the first lap, they will go around the flags and back out again.
Come on, hit it down.
It's only Maroochydore that looks like they've just dropped out. Freshwater second from the, we're right in the middle of the screen there. But Maroochydore, the right of screen, are coming right back into it as well. So very close, all four of them. Now they've got to hold these boats straight. The bowman has to jump out in this shallow water, run around the flag while the rest of the crew members turn their boats around and then back to the beach. So it is Maroubra and Freshwater first out. There is the Freshwater bowman. That's Michael Burke, 26 years of age. You can see him working as hard as he can. He had a look to the left, saw Dean McConnell from the Maroubra crew, and the rest of his crew have now turned around and they're back in. There's the Maroubra crew. So much slower running there from the Maroubra boat crew. And you'll see that, in fact, Freshwater have picked up about maybe a 10-metre lead. Michael Burke, he rose for the bow at Freshwater there, and he turns into a beach sprinter. He bought them valuable yards as we head out back into the whitewater. Notice how the Freshwater crew, in fact, were further in towards the water's edge, and the Maroubra crew, in fact, were a long way out on the sandbank. You'll see that shot in a second. They've decided to jump out. There is a problem here. The bowman has jumped out of the boat. He's obviously, I'm not sure exactly what's happened there. The bowman has jumped out of the boat. Looks like a broken oar. The blade, in fact, has come off, and they have a broken oar, so the bowman, terrible luck there from Freshwater. Michael Burke's oar is broken. There you can see it. The oar has broken right at the end. The blade has broken clean off that oar. So they're going to have to row the rest of this race with 3 rowers. Wingnut, you've seen that happen over there. That gives you guys a huge chance.
Well, I hope so. Come on, fellas, get ready to dig it out. Dig it out.
A very good change over there, Paul. When you came into the beach, you decided to stay out further on the sandbank. That worked for you.
Yes, you're a good runner. Take advantage of the runner.
Plenty of experience there. Paul Cunningham speaking to us on the Uncle Toby surf cam. He won an Australian gold medal way back in 1955. Gutsing it out, the boys from Freshwater. They've only got 3 rowers where the rest have got 4. Michael Burke, the bowman, lost his oar after a great sprint performance, put them into 2nd spot. But there we have it. Maroubra, the red, white and blue boat, goes round the cans, well and truly in front. Freshy turn in 2nd spot with the 3 rowers. It's a bit like running a 3-legged race.
Push it down, push it down, push it down. Come on, keep it going. Push it down.
Paul, do you want them to push it down?
Yes, mate.
He says, Nick off Bailey, I've got serious things to do here. I've got $2.5 grand to collect on the beach here. We are going to win this one. Well, it was a great effort then. He really called them onto a big run, and they held that for something like 50 to 75 metres right through. They've extended their lead, and a great battle going on for 3rd, 4th, and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, I'm sorry. It should be very interesting to see whether the Freshwater crew, look at them on the right of the screen. The others are closing the gap with every stroke. Can they hang on for 2nd? It'll be a great effort if they can, but no doubt about 1st place. The Maroubra crew will take this right through any moment now. Dean McConnell will jump out of this boat. He's at the front of the boat in the bow end. He'll run out of this up to the finish line. He can take it very comfortably. And Maroubra, their first ever time in the semi-finals, and they'll come through for a maiden victory. A great effort. They are a great marathon rowing team, and that is why there's not a lot of swell out there today. It comes down to good oarsmanship and being good, strong rowers. They've proved that today, and there he goes. Dean McConnell straight across, a big grin, a $2,500 grin. But what about the Freshwater crew? Larry McMillan, Grant Myers and Phil Serres. Fantastic effort, 3 of them, and they will still get 2nd place. Well, the man in the back of this boat, 60 years of age. Think about what most people are doing at 60. This is a very, very dangerous sport. They're going to be able to come through and take this in 2nd position. And the other crew's all racing through behind them now, and he's just got to get out of the water. He's having a look behind, but they'll get it. What a great effort through for 2nd place. Larry McMillan jumping out. He's been rowing with 2 of his buddies. That'd be one of the toughest rows he's ever done. In second spot, Freshwater. Right now, we go down to our man on the sand, Guy Leach with Paul Cunningham.
Well, thanks, Tim. We've got Paul here on the beach, mate. Flat conditions, but great rowing from the boys.
Oh, yeah, they've done well. We've mainly concentrated on the long stuff, the marathon rowing and that sort of stuff, but today it sort of suited us down to the tee, and